Oh, that's an auspicious tune to come back to. Holy crap, couldn't time that one any better. Thank you, Enchantress of Numbers, for Pyramid. That is a mess of a game. It looks like one of those things, you see somebody play Pyramid really well, you think, this really doesn't look all that difficult, but if you try playing it, then it's half recommended that you do. You'll be very surprised with how utterly unfair that game is. Enchantress of Numbers is coming up momentarily with her second run of the event, and we'll be coming to that momentarily. That is Donkey Kong Country 4. If you're thinking Donkey Kong Country sounds like a good franchise, how could this game be bad? Well, you haven't seen bootleg Donkey Kong Country, and it's coming up right now.
With Donkey Kong Country 4, this is actually on a multi-cart with the Jungle Book 2. Okay, live now. So this is Donkey Kong Country 4. It's on a multi-cart with the Jungle Book 2, which is actually just a reskin of Donkey Kong Country 4. So this is an NES demake by Hummer Team, and it's got the intro very similar to the original Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo. So I just think it's really funny to show that off. We get that, and now I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, wait, I forgot to change my splits. Let me do that, sorry. Okay, now we're ready to go. Okay, so there are 5 stage themes in this, and I don't know a lot about the actual Donkey Kong Country speedrun, but I do know there's a saying that if you're Donkey, you're dead, and that's pretty much the same thing in this. Diddy Kong goes faster than Donkey Kong and jumps higher and further, so I want to be Diddy Kong as much as possible, except for swimming levels, and that was the first stage, so... So in the swimming levels, Donkey Kong actually goes faster, and I always forget I gotta go up early on that one to avoid the fish. But Donkey Kong swims faster, and we'll see in a later water stage that Donkey Kong can actually clip into the ceiling. So saving some time that way. Going up to get over those fish. Gotta enjoy this 8-bit aquatic ambiance theme. And so here we are through the end of the second stage, so... But yes, this was a game that was made for the Chinese console ban by Hummer Team. So if you're not familiar, I guess I don't know all of the details, but sometime after the Famicom was released and available in China, a console ban was put into place, and they couldn't get new consoles like the Super Famicom. I forgot to jump to that N. And this was one of the games that came out as a result. So, alright. And Hummer Team, who made this, also made, oh, we got the naughty fight. We can just roll through him and get a real quick kill like that. So Hummer Team made some other really good games like Super Mario World for the NES or Titanic. So those are other games you might know them from. Just all around great bad games developers. So, and honestly, this game controls really well. We'll see a bit of lag at the end of this stage, but overall, it controls very well. So one notable thing about Hummer Team physics is that you tend to lose momentum when you jump, so I try to jump as little as possible, and I also actually lose a bit of momentum when I roll, so I try not to roll whenever possible. I forgot I needed to roll under that enemy. So here comes the lag. Okay, made it through that stage. luckily there are an abundance of DK barrels around. So now we're in our first barrel shooting stage. We'll see these barrels come up a number of times throughout the run, and they're largely not very difficult. The timing to get like a early cycle on shooting out of some of the barrels is really tight, so I usually don't go for it. Okay. And there was that jungle stage. So as you can see, there's no real rhyme or reason for how the stages are laid out. It just kind of takes 3 different stage themes, puts them together, although later there's only 2 stages in a world, so who knows. But these cave stages are fun. A lot of enemies just kind of get out of your way. These tire jumps are really tight. I haven't done any like frame counting on them or anything like that, but they're real easy to miss. There's also some really interesting glitches in this game on the water stages. If you press select on the last frame before the blue background loads in, you despawn the water. And then you have to die to complete the level. So... Alright, our next boss fight, we have Neki. I think that's his name, I don't know. I'm not super familiar with the actual DK lore. Kind of taking it a little bit slow and safe here, but you just have to hit him 6 times, I think. There we go. So didn't take damage, that's good. Alright, more barrels. And honestly, this game's actually really good to speedrun because, like, if you're going... Oh, dang it, he threw that early. Usually you can make it under that. Oh, first death, alright. So, luckily there's a DK barrel at the start here that... Oh. So yeah, hitboxes are a thing in this game. Okay. And I missed the jump into the barrel. So, this is apparently the stage where everything goes south. Okay. But, honestly though, see there, I made it under that nut that time, so... And here we overshoot this next barrel to put the bee in a proper place so we don't take damage while going over it. Right. Oh, and I shot that just slightly late. That's a not that difficult of a shot, but the timing is a little weird on it, so... And while practicing for this marathon, I actually managed to get the world record in this game, and then the person who had the world record before me took it back pretty quickly, so I'm currently number 2 on the leaderboard for this one. There we go, and then we actually shoot through that bee, because what are hitboxes? And there we go, finally made it through there. Only lost like a minute and 15 seconds on that stage. So this is the water stage that I can actually clip into the ceiling on and save a bunch of time. But you have to be Donkey Kong to do it, and it takes a lot of mashing. I shouldn't be able to be this high and swim over all those fish. And I can do it again up here, but it's real tight. And we made it? Okay. It's real easy to mess that up, so... Okay, now this part, the fish are kind of weird. I'm gonna just take it safe. Oh, that's fine. I want to be Diddy Kong for the next stage anyway. Alright, more of the... Unfortunately, the one theme that they didn't get in this that I really wish they had were the minecart stages. Because everyone loves a good auto-scroller, right? Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, we have another Neki refight. This time he jumps real high. So we have to use can't use the same strat as we did on the first Neki fight, but still get a good fight there. Alright, and then this is a stage that is kind of glitchy. There's a platform. Oh, that's a tight jump, tighter than it looks. But there's a platform that glitches out in this, or that can glitch out in this stage. So I try to take it safe in the parts where that happens. But this platform there, or no. I missed that. Okay. Shoot. Well, I just couldn't land on that enemy. Wow. So, hitboxes are good. But yeah, this is really getting into some of the tougher stages now. Okay, there we go. That's the platform, or one of the platforms that can glitch out. And then an invisible platform can spawn up ahead here that just ends up pushing you into the pit. So made it past there. This should be good for the rest of the stage. If you land on the glitched invisible platform, you can actually like run in air for the rest of the stage. And now these little crocs are really awful. I just take it slow and safe by them. And my jump input didn't work. Wouldn't be a good big bad Game-a-thon run if everything went well, right? Okay. Gotta jump over all these crocs. Got a 1-up. The game starts you with something like 25 lives, so we're not really worried about game overing. I shot early. I knew I shot late last time. And so I was trying to compensate and messed it up. Okay. Okay, we got a 1-up. Okay, we'll get it this time. Okay. And there we go. Of course, he's always going to the top highest one. Oh, there, then he finally... Last one goes to the lowest. Okay. And just 2 more stages and 2 bosses left, so... This stage isn't that bad. That's a platform that can glitch out and go up too high, actually. Okay, and that enemy can really catch you off guard, so made it through this one. And now this stage with these spinning spike things can be real brutal. Because they like to just come out of where you're not expecting them, and also there's a lot of lag, as you might be able to notice from the music being how it is. Okay, taking it safe here. Can't make the platform that first cycle, gotta wait. Or at least I've never been able to make that platform on the first cycle. Okay, that was not good. Okay, made it through the stage. Okay, and now this is the oil drum, and we just have to kill the enemies that come out of it. Oh, dang it, I messed that one up. I forgot where they spawned out to. Alright. And now we're on to King K. Rool after this, so I forgot to mention the story. King K. Rool stole the banana horde and we have to get it back. Alright, so, and they do a pretty good job at recreating the fight, actually, from the SNES. Alright, now we gotta dodge some watermelons. Tina, you are correct. The SNES does a great job at recreating this fight. I'm sorry I misspoke. Alright, and we just have 3 more rows of watermelons to dodge. Alright, last row to dodge. Alright, timing's a little funny on dodging those, but it's not so bad with Diddy. It's a little bit harder with Donkey Kong. And there is time. So, made it under estimate, so I'm happy about that. And unfortunately, we don't get the fake out like you get in the sequel to this. So we don't get the overlay credits or anything like that, or the fake credits. But yeah, coming up next we have Mr. Shasta doing Pinobi Wings of Adventure. So stay tuned for that. I'm sure it's going to be awesome, and thanks for hanging out and watching this, and enjoy the rest of the Big Bad Game-a-thon.